Welcome to another edition of Speak On It with Who You With, Kurt Dog. I'm M, Who You With, Kurt Dog. Want to welcome everyone on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope. We're going to get straight to the point. It's been a jacked up day today. Hopefully the kids are not listening tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put the phone number up in the chat. Feel free to chat with us today. We're talking about the crazy ass folks that went out to Friendship West today to protest uh, had supposedly Blue Lives Matter. So, as you can see by the tone of my voice, it wasn't good. Um, okay, Gary, hold on real quick. Um, this is really jacked up. It's jacked up no matter which way you slice it up, dice it, or any other way. Um, if you know our pastor, he's not going for it, never would have approved of it. So the ones that say that it was approved, you're a damn lie. And that's the bottom line. So don't try to lie about it, because if you know Dr. Haynes, you know he would not stand for something like that, because Black lives are very important. We are the ones being hunted. Um, we are the ones that go to jail the longer for minor offense. So don't try to come and tell us he approved this. No, he didn't. No, he wouldn't. So, and I'm gonna say all the things. I'm gonna say majority of the things that some of these pastors can't say. But I'm saying it tonight. It's raw and uncut. You can call in, let us know how you feel about it. 972 591 3665, 592 591 3665, and let us know how you feel about it. I already know my fellow members, they feel like I do. They pissed because when it came out, they showed up. Now, this morning I changed my routine. Normally I watch um, on YouTube and on Facebook, and in case I missed something. But this morning I didn't have it. I just watched it on YouTube. Get off social media for a while, come back on, and I see all this going on. And I'm like, hey, what happened? When, what really happened? Because I'm like, hey, that's not cool at all. And the sad part, I seen one video where there was a brother that I guess he was part of it, and said that um it was approved by a staff member. No, that's a lie. That's a bald faced lie. So definitely don't come with that BS. Um what you did was wrong. Whoever set it up, it was definitely wrong. And we're not gonna go for it. Not gonna go for it at all. And there have been several rumors that haven't been approved. Um, so we will find out here soon exactly what happened. Um, I'm trying to respond back to someone. Um, so let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel. Gary, I just sent you a message. So this is what's going on. I did go to the protest at DPD, and it's a lot of, we're all upset because you don't try that. You don't come into our community and host a rally like this, and then our church have a big sign on the side of it that say Black Lives Matter, because it do. And anybody who knows Pastor Haynes, No, you don't play about that. He's all about justice. And unfortunately for the black community, we are the ones that is charged for just a simple marijuana may go to jail for a long time compared to a white person. They may get a ticket, slap on the wrist, but we might get 5 years or more. Also, they they also um, it could be anything. Hold on, we got a special guest coming in tonight. Be ready, be ready, be ready. Hold on. What's going on here?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, doing good.
I don't know what you're talking about as far as like the topic. Um,
Well, tonight we're talking about the white supremacists that showed up at Friendship West Baptist Church here in Dallas. Um, I found that because I've seen it on Bishop Rudolph McKenzie IG page.
uh-huh.
So, and they basically lied saying that it was approved, but it wasn't. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if you ever listened to Pastor Frederick D. Haynes the third, and
no,
Bishop. Oh,
no,
okay.
never heard of her.
Um,
Yeah.
so that's what we're dealing with tonight because it's really jacked up on the way that they did it. I believe it was actually I seen in one video someone said, "Oh, it's about 1,000 of y'all," and this woman said, "No, it's 3,000 protesters," and they came from five auto clubs and 10 bike clubs that participated in it.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's what we're dealing with tonight. Um,
And this is out there in Dallas where you're at?
yes, here in Dallas, Texas, and we're dealing with that subject tonight. And we need some answers because we're pissed off. You don't go to one of the largest black church here that is about Black Lives Matter, that is that talk about justice all the time, but then you want to turn around and show up at a time when
Y'all not listening to me. I'm a beat y'all.
when you want to show up at a time when
Shrink.
um
Especially in this environment.
exactly this day and time. and
Yeah.
and then it was a report. Now I don't know how true this is, but
Mm-hmm.
it was a report that they supposedly allegedly have set up a grill in the parking lot.
Oh, wow.
And so this is really really jacked up on the way that they done it, the way they tried to do it, and it's messed up. Welcome to the show, Albany Jewel. Um, so definitely, as Friendship West, as a Dallas community, we will take a stand on this, and we will do what we need to do to make sure this don't happen again. And for the Dallas Police Department, y'all need to
Right.
investigate it to see why did this happen, because it should never happen.
Were they
So
were they threatening any lives out there? I mean,
it,
were they?
it doesn't make a difference if they
Oh
threaten
no, no.
lives.
I know it don't make a difference, but I just want to know if they were being aggressive.
That wouldn't have went down right, because as soon as it came out, unfortunately, I didn't know about it till
Right.
later. But as soon as it came out, our members showed up.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
and they had to leave that parking lot.
Okay.
And like I said, I seen one video that there was a brother that was leading one club,
Mm.
and he's tried to say that he got permission to actually come on the property. No, you cannot do a protest on private properties. So that's what we're dealing with tonight. We're talking about the protest, and it's it's jacked up. It's I want to say some other things, but I have to be respectful because I
Right.
know several pastors probably are listening. Welcome, Christy Finley, to the show. Thank you for watching. Y'all can chat live with us. You can also call in to us, 972 972-591-3665. 972-591-3665. Um, Also, Gary, I seen uh, you said you want to go live. We're gonna keep it on this subject tonight, but
Okay.
tomorrow night, I get with you before then. Send you a message later on, and
Okay.
we could bring you back tomorrow. But tonight, we're dealing with this issue here in Dallas tonight because apparently they went to several places in the Metroplex, but they made sure they hit Friendship West, and we don't play that. We don't play that.
No.
It's a different time than what it used to be because
Right.
it's completely different. It's not going to go down like that. Um, and for me to hear that brother talk about, oh, it was approved, you need to check with your staff.
You always get a
I
coon in the crowd.
I know Pastor could not say what he wanted to say, but I can say it. I can say it
Go ahead and speak on it.
because me personally,
Mhm.
I would have told him get the hell on and get out my face
Yeah.
before you mess around and trip. So that's my opinion. Welcome to the show, John Edmond, Orion Thomas. Welcome to the show. Thank you for listening. Y'all can chat live with us in the chat room, whatever you want
Hey,
to talk
hey,
about.
Kurt.
Yes,
Kurt,
sir.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to deal with something right now.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm gonna definitely call you and we can talk later on. Okay.
All right, I'll hit you up once I get off.
Okay. Love you, bro.
All right, love you too, man. Peace. So that's what we're dealing with tonight. Basically, this protest that was unapproved by Friendship West for people to show up and protest at the church. Out of all churches, you want to come to Friendship West. And for that brother to say it was approved, man, go sit your ass down somewhere. That's what I would have told him because I know Pastor can't say it. I can. I can. So I'm just saying it ain't y'all are taking this way too far. This racism need to stop. Come 20 November, Trump ass got to go. He got to go. He's trying to do everything he can to avoid from getting out of office. He want to say everything, but come November, he got to go. I don't care if people need rides to the poll come November. Holler at me. I got you. I'll make sure you get to the poll because we need to go vote and get them out. We need to get them out of office. Shaniqua, welcome to the show. Thank you for listening. Y'all can chat live with us in the chat. You can also call us 972-591-3665. 972-591-3665. Whatever is on your mind. I know I didn't get a chance to make it to the church because I didn't know about it. But if you was at the church and was there and seen what was going on, um, definitely let us know. Call in, let us know what you seen. I've seen several videos of them leaving the church. Now, people say, "Oh, it wasn't the Klans." That's a lie. It had a Confederate flag. I seen a Trump 2020 flag. Hell, they following Trump, so they have to be the same as Trump. So they racist. That's the only reason why they would do it. But then they would try to do it at a time when they know nobody was there. If we wasn't in this pandemic, they wouldn't have done it because then the news would have been a whole different subject. It would have been a different outlook on everything because that ain't gonna happen. Welcome, Carolyn, to the show. Thank you for listening. So, regardless of what people say, it wasn't approved. Do not lie on our pastor and Pastor Hain. I'm saying for myself, I have your back. Whatever you need, I'm there. Um, and I'm sure all the other family members feel. All the church members feel the same thing, same way. Uh, well, got a message in from YouTube. Hell, he probably was one of those out there. Well, Jesus will support all of them, but at the same time, he would also frown at the fact that all the unarmed black and brown people that have been killed. So until we all are treated equally, yes, we are going to continue to march and protest and say Black Lives Matter. Yes, we are. And at the same time, a lot of these racist folks, they holler around, talk about they Christians and all of that. But at the same time, you up here doing discriminating against folks, killing folks, doing all type of stuff. Look at all the Karens and Steves in the world. So don't come and ask, would Jesus Christ support Black Lives Matter? He would support Black Lives Matter because we are the ones. He probably would condemn it and then turn around and tell you no. So at the same time, don't come with stupidity because tonight ain't the night. And welcome, Johnny, to the show. Um, so tonight, what we're dealing with is the right racist group showing up at the church and want to talk about they was given permission, which they lied. And allegedly, it was 3,000 of them that showed up. So it wasn't right, and it's going to be taken care of. Welcome, Katrina Watson Wilson, to the show. Thank you for watching. Y'all can chat live with us. You can also call in tonight, 972 591 3665. I want to know how y'all feel about it because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. For someone to do that in our backyard, yeah, they need to be exposed. Um, Matter of fact, I seen one post that said, I can't remember the guy's name, but some fool actually drove a company truck. Drove the company truck to the rally and act like it was okay. And then some of them even yelled out. Someone, I believe it was one video I seen as they passed by leaving the church, said white power. So you ask why we protest? That's the reason why. If you got a problem with us talking about Black Lives Matter, you part of the issue. Da, da, da. Yeah, we do pray for our enemies. Yes, we do. But also, like I said, it's a different breed now. We're not just going to pray for them, but we also going to help them change their mind about what they're doing. It's completely different now. So, and all of these views are my views. This don't have nothing to do with uh, the church or anything like that. I'm telling you from where I stand because you cannot come and do something in our community and expect nothing done behind it. So, um, one company truck I did see, I don't know if he's the owner of that company, but I think they need some phone call. The automatic, the automatic. I don't never heard of them before, but come tomorrow I'm gonna do some research on them and find out where their mindset is. See if that was the owner that actually drove that truck out there. Because if you ever heard of them, ever used them, need to boycott them. They doing stuff like this, they don't respect your money. So since they don't respect your money, hey, let's put them out of business. Um, Welcome to the show, Doug Humphrey, Roger Bickwin. Welcome to the show. Thank you for listening tonight. So, whatever is on your mind, you could definitely uh, you can chat with us live. You can also what's going on, little sister Angela? Welcome to the show. You can chat with us live. You can also call in 972 591 3665. 972-591-3665. I'm sure y'all heard a lot of videos, seen a lot of videos. Even Dallas police said they had undercover officers out there. So, and anybody within the police department would know Pastor Haynes don't get down like that. So, if you knew these folks was coming to the church, y'all should have made them. You should have stopped them before they got there, because you know where Dr. Haynes stand at. He's not about playing these games or anything like that. It's about doing what's right for everybody. Right now, Black Lives Matter. And I have no problem with saying it. I have my Black Lives Matter shirt on. So um, for them to show up at the church, only thing I can say, they knew exactly what they was doing. They knew the right people wasn't going to be there. And by doing that, that just show you're a coward. You're a punk. So that's my opinion, because you going around trying to intimidate um, the church like it's going to work. No. And people say, oh, it wasn't the KKK. Well, yes, it was. Because they driving around Confederate flag, talking about Trump 2020. Someone yelled out white power as they was driving off. So if that's not the Klansmen, just because they don't have a sheet and a hood on, hey, sound like the Klansmen to me. Welcome, Jackie Anderson, to the show. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Please like and share with your friend. If y'all have comments, statements about it, I did post a video on my Instagram account from when I was at the rally. So definitely take a listen to it. Listen to the speech that was going on. Welcome, Reverend Kermit Early. Welcome to the show. So definitely take a look at the video and see. Let me know your opinion of it. How do you feel? And for my fellow church members, I want to know how y'all feel about what happened today. I know I'm pissed. I'm pissed. And it's probably a good reason I found out after it happened. So I'm upset about it. I've heard, seen the comments, um, seen the posts people have said. And from my understanding, even church members I talked to that was at the police department, they was also upset. So, and then on top of that, I was watching while ago, um, Next Generation Action Network. They're still protesting. They're protesting, and look like Dallas police was trying to block them off. I guess to keep them going one way or something. I don't know what the deal was, but the video cut off. Um, Someone asked what happened. Well, here in Dallas today, we had um, supposed to have been a Blue Lives Matter rally that did not have permission to show up at one of the largest black churches in Dallas. Some of them had Confederate flag, had Trump 2020, and unfortunately, one of them was led by a brother. I wish I knew that brother name, because I would call him out too. So right now, I'm just call him Uncle Ruckus. Welcome, Miss Lockett, Chiquita Lockett. Welcome to the show. Lockett Lane, I'm sorry. Welcome to the show. Share it with a friend, tell a friend about it. I want to know how y'all feel about this racism going on today, because there's a lot of it going on. Um, People say, "Oh, it's no racism going on." Hell, we seen it when George Floyd was killed, Breonna Taylor was killed, and all the other people that was killed, even the ones that we haven't heard about. that was killed. So um, it's so much going on in the world, and then our leaders also push it too. When Trump retweeted, when some of his supporter was on the golf cart, and one of them yelled out "white power," and he retweeted it, talking about they good people. Bullshit. They wasn't good people. They was racist people. In Charlottesville a couple of years ago, same thing. There's good people on both sides. No, they racist. Call them out like they are and let it be done, and do something about it. Change the laws to make sure um, they held accountable for it. And that's why we as a people need to make sure that we vote, not just for the presidential election, but also for our local election. We need to vote and continue to vote, because if we have people in office that don't give a damn about us, so we need to vote them out. Show them how you feel when it's time for them to be reelected, and get them out. Welcome to the show, Mark Wilson. Thank you for watching. Like, share with a friend. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, and you can also live chat with us. You can live chat with us during the show. You can also call us 972 591 3665. 972 591 3665. Let me know how you feel about it, because I've expressed the way I feel, and I'm ready to do something about it. I'm not going to be on the sideline talking about it. No, we need to get together and do some action, make sure this never happen again. So let me know how you feel about it. You can tell me in the chat. Let's get had to get some of that cold water. Been out in that heat all day, but um, so let me know how you feel about it, and tell me what's on your mind. Welcome to the show, Sybil Turner. You listen to Speak on It with Who You With Kurt Dog. I'm him, Who You With Kurt Dog. We're talking about the unapproved rally that happened at Friendship West today. Allegedly had close to 3,000 protesters. Um, it was clubs, at least 5 car clubs and at least 10 bike clubs that participated in this rally. So far, looking at the videos, I only seen one company car, the Automatic, was part of the protest. I don't know if it was just a worker or if it was the owner. Either way, we don't need to spend no money with them. So if let me know how you feel about it. And as for the brother, if anybody knows um, the name of the people that put it together, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, because they need to be exposed, and we need to do something about it, because they knew exactly what they was doing. If we wasn't in a pandemic, that never would have happened. Never would have happened, because they cowards. They never would have showed up there if they knew we was in service. And for that brother on the video talking about, oh, someone at your staff approved him, I talked to them. No, man, stop lying. Looking like a bootleg preacher. I don't know what he was, but the brother basically lied. Nobody at that church would have approved something like this. Even Dallas police said they tried to get a permit and it was denied. They wanted them to escort them, and they told them no, we don't do escorts. So they lied. Now, there was some Dallas police did put out a statement and said it was some undercover officers that was there on the scene. But if they was whatever they was doing, investigating this group or whatever, they never should have allowed them to come there. And anybody in their right mind never would have came to Friendship West Baptist Church. So let me know how you feel about it. Um, you can chat with us live in the chat room. You can also call 972-591-3665, 972-591-3665. And we're seeing too much of this going on, the racism that is going on in America, because mainly because of our leaders. Our leaders don't have a backbone, and they charge it up because those are the ones voting for them. But come November, we need to show up at the polls with mass numbers. He already expected to lose the race, but we're gonna make sure he loses. Welcome to the show, Nathan Tyrone Spain. Thank you for joining. You can also live chat with us in the chat room. You can also um, give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind tonight. As for what's going on, what happened here in Dallas today at Friendship West Baptist Church, where supposedly um, a Blue Lives rally supposed to be going on. That was not approved to be on church property. So don't get it twisted. Regardless of what some people may say it was approved, no, it wasn't. It was not approved. So um, they decided to come there at a time when they knew nobody would be there and hold a rally. But once the word got out, the members showed up. Oak Cliff, Texas showed up and showed out, made sure they got off that property. So, and to see that brother in the video talking about uh it was approved. He talked with one of the staff. No, nobody approved that. Uh, Nathan said, I saw a few rides that wouldn't have made it out of the parking lot. They would have been walking home. Yeah. Um, yeah. I'm gonna assume we on the same mind because a couple of them, I don't know, got the wrong one out there. And probably would have thought somebody was a genie. A couple of them look like, I'm surprised they made it from wherever they came from too. So, um, but yeah, you're right. Some of them would have been MIA. And I seen where, welcome Patricia Lipsy. Welcome to the show. You can live chat with us like Nathan. Um, live chat with us. And also, you can call in tonight, 972 591 3665, 972 591 3665. So here in Dallas, Dallas have a reputation of not doing everything the right way. We seen when George Floyd was killed, where the police chief actually said there will be no arrest. Then they arrest all the folks. Then they had to let them go. We seen where uh, the police department also used rubber bullets and injured folks that was doing a peaceful protest and laughing about it. We seen where here in Dallas, um, it been, I guess it was a couple of years back, unarmed brother was killed and nothing was done. I also seen where um, this Caucasian brother uh, died by the police laying on his back, and those officers got off. Now, as for myself, I'm a victim of um, racial profiling. Welcome to the show, Miss Morton. Thank you for joining us. I'm a victim myself of racial profiling. Um, by two white officers in Dallas. So when you ask why we talk about Black Lives Matter, look at the history of the city of Dallas. Look at the history of it. Um, the racism that goes on, the injustice that goes on in the city. And Chief Renee Hall, I've been behind you for a pretty good while, but there's some changes need to come. We need to make some strong changes, either with the police department and they mind thought. Unfortunately, I can't support you. We need to make changes. I understand you can't do it by yourself, but something need to happen. The entire city of Dallas need a facelift. Whoever approved it, I don't care who approved this ride. Well, nobody at the church did, but the police department should have known when they found out they was going to Friendship West. They should have put a stop to it right away, because they know it wasn't going to go by easy and it wasn't going to be quiet. So, as a community, being in the community, we got to make a difference. We got to make a change. So, at this point, we're changing from everywhere. So, regardless of where you at, we need to take a change. Need to make a change, and the city of Dallas need to realize that they are on notice. They're on notice. Um, it was no damage done. It was no damage done, but it's the disrespect that happened, because our church have a Black Lives Matter sign on the side of it, and this group decided to come to the church. And if you know anything about Friendship West Baptist Church, you know that we're about community, justice for all. So the disrespect that happened today, where they came onto the property and allegedly set up a grill, barbecuing, whatever they was doing, with Trump flags, with Confederate flag, and they claim it was approved. No, it wasn't approved. Never would get approved for something like that. So, yeah, it's the disrespect. Then they tried to intimidate, kind of like what they did in the 60s. Intimidation, and try to intimidate us to be scared of them. But we are a different group of people. Lavetta Dean Levels, welcome to the show. Thank you for watching. Share it with a friend. You can live chat with us. Also, want to thank all the listeners on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Twitter. Thank you for tuning in. You can live chat with us. Share it with a friend, and also let us know how you feel tonight. What are your thoughts about it? You can also call in 972 591 3665. 972 591 3665. So it was definitely no damage done. Hello, Lavetta. But it was the disrespect that was done. You come onto a private property and hold a Back the Blue rally, but at the same time, people with Black the Blue normally say Black lives don't matter. They complain when we talk about Black Lives Matter. So basically, you complain about us saying Black Lives Matter, but then you want to hold a rally at a church that support Black Lives Matter. That don't make sense to me. It never will. Welcome, Miss Johnson, to the show. Thank you for listening in, long time listener. So it definitely don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to the people I have spoken to so far, and it don't make sense to the pastor. Why would you do that? You got Trump 2020 flags, then you have a Confederate flag, and people say, "Oh no, it's not a Klan's rally." I've seen the pictures, I've seen the videos with the flags, and Trump don't give a damn about nobody but himself, and he support the Klans. Look at all his cabinet members, the ones that have came through. So you put two to two together, hell, you got a Klans meeting going on. They just don't have a sheet and hoods on. So at this point, it never should have happened. Never should have happened. I don't know why in anybody right mind would think they was gonna get away with it. It's not gonna happen. So, and then on top of that, the brother, I wish I knew his name, that was out there talking about, oh yeah, I talked to a staff member. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't get it approved. That never would have been approved. But then you lying and saying that it was approved. No, it wasn't. So you could keep that. So it was definitely no damage done to the church, which lucky on their part. So just being honest with you, because if it was any damage done to the church, it would have been a whole different news headline. It would have been completely different. So thank God that didn't happen. So, but tonight, that's what we're talking about. If you was able to make it to the church, that knows about it, definitely um, let us know. You're right, Alicia Johnson. David Duke endorsed Trump, former KKK Grand Marshal from Louisiana. You are right. And that's why Trump can easily say, when people talk about white power, he retweet the video in Charlottesville when they was talking about white power. He's talking about it's good on both sides, but he refused to denounce the ones that was out there talking about white power. So that's the type of leaders that we have, and that's why we need to get out and vote and get them out of office. We need to get them out regardless of what they think. People ask, do you think Trump gonna win? Not if our people show up. He won't. So we all need to get out and vote. Whatever state you're in, go to vote.org and find out when it's the cutoff time for the November election. I know here in Texas, it already had passed, but you can still register to vote for the local election. The local election is important, just like the presidential election. Local election is where all the laws are made. So you definitely need to vote for them. When you have to go in front of a judge or something, hell, you voted them in. If you didn't vote and you don't get the justice that you should get, that's your own fault. So you should get out and vote. I don't care what you have to do. You should get out and vote. Go to vote.org. Find out when it's the cutoff time for your state and see if you can still get in for November. Don't only register, but also vote. And also, if you are a felon, go to vote.org. They have it set up by state, and you can find out if you could get your voting rights back. Most of them, long as you have paid your dues, you've done all your time, you're not on no papers, you could get your voting rights back. You just have to register. Register and vote. So don't come and say, oh, I'm not going to vote because they already know who's going to win. No. I have close people to me that talk about they not going to vote because it's not going to make a difference. You don't vote, you don't need a fool with me. Because every election come around, I vote. I don't care if it's just two people on the ballot. I'm gonna vote. Hell, I think last time it was only three. Um, the one that we just had, it was either two or three on there. I'm gonna vote. I don't care. Every vote count. You need to show up with numbers. Show up and show out. Go in, let your voice be heard, and hopefully you vote for the person that is good for you and your household. I know for me in my household, Trump ain't the one. Never was the one. So come November, his ass got to go. And this is my personal opinion. He got to go. Look how he handled the pandemic. He act like it wasn't that serious. Oh, it'll just blow over. It'll blow over. Look how many lives have been lost. All the suffering all these families are going through. Welcome to the show, Fly Cooper. Thank you for tuning in. You can live chat with us in the chat. You can also call in 972 591 3665. 972 591 3665. We're talking about the incident that happened at Friendship West today. Um, they had been, I don't know, maybe they was that heat must got to their brain or something, fried it or something. I don't know, because they had been cuckoo for Cocoa Puff to go there, out of all places. And they was really cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. And it was also said that some of them had weapons on the back of the truck. Um, I've heard several people say that, but I don't know how true that was. But if that is the case, that's a problem within itself. Look like they was looking for trouble. So I've done different stories where I've actually talked about a case out of Atlanta where this guy went into a bar talking about shooting all the black folks. And with talking with the police department and getting the police report, this guy admitted he was drunk, had a gun on him, admitted he was drunk. Then when the investigator asked him, "Did you use the N word?" He said, "Yeah, I used the N word. I was trying to provoke people to get physical with me." Now, this guy was drunk and he used the N word and admitted that he was trying to provoke people into fighting him. And what could have happened, because looking at the video, there was some guys out there that wanted to lay his ass out. So what could have happened, I thank God it didn't, because if they would have gotten physical with this guy would have said he was feared for his life and probably would have started shooting. So these are the type of events that goes on, not just here in Dallas, but all across the world. When you have racist folks trying to provoke people to do things, look at all the Karens in the world. They come up and they go up and try to keep black folks from going in certain places in their own apartment complex, or come up and just talk bad to them. And that's all part of their strategy, trying to provoke you to do something to them for they can defend themselves. So the thing is, yes, as a black man, as a black race, We have to be smarter than them. Now, I'm a peaceful person, but don't try me. I'm just saying. Welcome to the show, Chandra Thomas. Um, welcome to the show. Thank you for listening. So you have these type of sick people in the world that want people to respond to them the same way they do it, for they can say, "Oh, I fear for my life." As for me, I'm a big black man. So I already have two strikes against me. One for being a big man, secondly for being a black man. So when someone see me, they look at me and they automatic fear for their life. And that's we need to change people mentality on that. We need to do something completely different because these folks they messing around and they're trying to um, do whatever they can to provoke us. And 9 times out of 10, you get that right cop out there, they automatic gonna take their side. They automatic will. And not only that, I know in most states, if you abuse 911, you get charged for it. We need these cities, when these folks call 911 for nothing, we need to start contacting these police department and demand that they charge them for a false report. We also need to call them and find out what are you going to do about this person making all these false reports and constantly making these calls. I seen something yesterday, a video yesterday. This Amazon employee driving down I guess had to go deliver at a house or something in a subdivision, whatever. But this guy blocked her in, didn't want her to leave, snatched the woman door open, refused to move his truck. When the police got there, I think the officer told him, look, probably about 3 or 4 times he needed to move because he keeping her from leaving. And it wasn't even his damn property. So people would try to do anything. Now, the sister did call her brother. He came out, but luckily the police got there beforehand, because if not, it probably would have been a different headline. And the police, he told the guy after she left, he said, look, she want to press charges. So I'm going to write up the report, and she may press charges. And he talking about, I want to press charges on her. He said there's no charges to be pressed. You held her from doing her job. Well, I'm going to call Amazon. Go ahead and call Amazon. But you may want to be nice because she want to press charges. And from what I've seen, she have every right to do it. Now, this appears to be a white police officer talking to a white man. And he said, we rushed over here to solve this problem because we thinking it was a major problem. But you called 911 for nothing. Only thing you had to do was let her leave and do her job. So these folks, they try to do everything. When people call 911, they lie. Like the bird watcher up in New York. Oh, he's trying to attack me. And the dude looking at her like, really? Now, I don't agree with the guy did not press charges against her and go through with it, because he should have, because he could have lost his life. And you know, New York have a bad reputation of shooting unarmed black men up there. So he should have pressed charges to the fullest, but he decided not to. Talking about she lost enough because she lost her job. Yeah, but it could have been a different story if the wrong officer showed up. If the wrong one showed up, it would have been a completely different story. You could have been shot and killed. Then we would have been talking about hashtag another name, another unarmed black man. So, yeah, we need to take a stand. We need to get these people out of office that are not trying to take care of the community. And if they're not serving you like you feel like you and your your household should be served, need to get them out. We need to get them out. Um, you can live chat with us in the chat room. You can also give us a call, 972-591-3665. And that's what we are discussing tonight, the unapproved protest at Friendship West Baptist Church here in Dallas, um, which should have never taken place. And for the ones that was a part of it, I wish I knew that brother name. Because my thing for him to say, "Oh, I called, I got it approved. They said it was okay." No, no, it wasn't. In one video, you can actually hear someone saying, "This is not approved by Friendship West. This rally is not approved by Friendship West." At that point, each and every one of you was trespassing. You was trespassing because you did not get it approved to be on church property. And to hold a rally like that, and the Dallas police come out for traffic control because they had the streets blocked off. There was so many cars of them coming up, they had to block the roads off. So that's where I'm at today. I'm I'm upset about it, which it never should have happened. And Pastor Haynes, if you listening, please let me know um, what I could do to help get this problem solved. Because we, as Friendship West, the members I've have talked to, uh, they're all in the same boat. They like, hey, this will never go down again. It won't happen again. Not on our watch. So let us know what we need to do to prevent this and keep it from happening. And if anybody knows the name of the people that put it together, please send it to me. Please send it to me because I will do some research on them and we will talk about it again. Um, so that's what we're dealing with tonight. Um, the protest that happened at Friendship West Baptist Church here in Dallas that was not approved by anyone from the church, especially not a Blue Lives Matter rally. We That definitely would not happen because most of the members that is in Blue Lives Matter feel like Black lives do not matter, which lives are the ones being hunted down like a animal, and we are gonna take a stand and we're gonna make a difference in this community. If you feel like Black lives don't matter, you are part of the problem. So either you gonna help solve the issue or you part of the problem. And at this point, that's why, as for me and my household, we support Black owned business because a lot of Black owned business do not get the same um, loans and credibility that have gone on during this pandemic. A lot of them didn't even get the loan; they was not approved for it. So that's why I do my part and support Black-owned business, and hopefully you will too. You have to spend your money where you feel comfortable. I feel comfortable keeping my money in my community. And when I mean in the community, I'm not talking about going to these low convenience stores. That is very disrespectful. They want your money, but they treat you like mess. You hand them your money in a hand, and they put it back on the counter with your hand out. No, I don't shop at places like that. So if you can't respect me, you can't have my money. And that's all to it. But you are listening to Speak On It with Who You With Kurt Dog. I'm Who You With Kurt Dog. You can live chat with us. You can also call us 972 591 3665. 972 591 3665. So that's, I had a completely different show set up for the night. And then this happened. So, and actually, this ties into it. One of the stories I was going to talk about tonight. J.W. Lucas. J.W. Lucas. Never heard of him before yesterday. I don't know if y'all heard of him. But apparently he's a producer and a gambler out of Las Vegas. Think he did some stuff with the baby, Pop Smoke, Little Uzi or somebody. And he decided, I guess he went to one of those smoke shops in Las Vegas or somewhere and got full because he decided to go on Twitter the other day talking about Breonna Taylor, saying that I don't know why everybody is upset about what happened to Breonna Taylor. And then he went back. He said, I'm trying to pull it up that on my notes. He said, why is the world asking for justice for hashtag Breonna Taylor? Of course, she shouldn't have lost her life, but do you realize that she was involved with multiple drug dealers who were using her house as a trap spot? If you sign up for that life, there are consequences. Well, first of all, I don't know who in the hell J.W. Lucas is. And I never heard of him. But I do know he's a fool. And for him to make a comment like that, saying that she was selling crack, he said there has to be a consequence for people selling crack or any hard drugs to our community. I clearly state that her dime was not acceptable. Having your house raided is part of those chores. I hope people can understand the intent behind the tweet. I don't understand it because, first of all, the cops broke into her house. They broke into her house in the middle of the night. Now, according to the 911 recording, after they broke in, her boyfriend called 911. He said, someone is breaking into our home. My girlfriend is hurt. Please send help. Well, just to let you know, J.W. Lucas, first of all, if we know, nobody is going to call the cops on the police. So that telling us he didn't know who it was. He asked who it was. Now, that same night, they arrested the boyfriend. for attempted murder, for shooting at the cops. J Dub, hey, somebody break up in your house in the middle of the night and you don't know who it is, you're not going to protect your home by any means necessary. So someone break into your home and you've already asked, who is it? And they don't answer. What are you going to do? So to say that she had a trap house, yeah, you must have been smoking some good stuff that day because you was out of your mind. You was way out of your mind that day. I don't know what you was smoking, but you need to leave it alone. And gonna try to come back and apologize later on. I'm gonna tell you, like I said about Brent Favre, not Brent Favre, Drew Brees. You could keep that apology, just like anybody else who make racist comment. You know what you meant. You said what you meant. You can keep all of that. And I will tell those black artists that are allowing him to produce music for you, cut them off. Stop using them. Take your work somewhere else. Because one thing about it, that producer, after it's long said and done, they would always make money off of you. So stop using them. Use somebody else. Let him feel what's going on. Let him know that black lives do matter. Go to one of his friends or somebody. Let them produce for them. Somebody who stand for the same thing that you stand for. Now, if you don't stand for yourself and for the injustice that is going on, I can't support you. I won't support you. So, J.W. Lucas, and you're a gambler and also a producer. Maybe the reason why he came out with it is because Vegas have been shut down for months. So maybe he ungambled all his money away. He trying to do something to get his name back out there to make money. But JW, that was the wrong way of doing it. So just like all the other fools that came before you that made stupid comments, we're not going to stand for it. You just like those little convenience stores in our community. They have something that we may need to pick up real quick. They want us to come in and spend our money, but they don't want to respect us. If it wasn't from those rappers that have allowed you to produce their music for them, if it wasn't for them, I don't think nobody would know who you are. I don't know. Maybe you work with some other folks. But that's a prime example. He don't respect you, but he definitely would take your money. And how you get him to understand? Remove your money from him. Don't give him any more money. Take your business elsewhere. There's a lot of great producers out here. Dallas have plenty great producers. So if you want a good track, look at Flim Johnson right here in Dallas. He'll hook you up. So definitely take your music somewhere else. If you need a great producer in Dallas, hit me up. I'm connected. I'll let you know who to go to. So reach out to me, send me an email, who you with, kurtdog@mail.com, or hit me in the chat. I'll respond to you. So as for JW, nah, he need to go. Stop giving him your money and he don't respect you. Just like anybody else. If they don't respect you, take your business elsewhere. Hit them in a pocket where it hurt, because they have to realize you can't only deal with us when it just come down to the money. You also need to respect us. You want my business, you have to respect us. And other than that, hell, I'll go somewhere else. I'll go somewhere where I know I'm respected. If not, I don't do business with you. I keep on moving. So, but I'm gonna post that story about J.W. Lucas and those tweets. See what you think about it, because I just feel like he was like Drew Brees, got the best of him. Um, got the best of him, and basically, welcome T Cal to the show. Um, got the best of him. He thought he could slide it in and nobody would pay attention. But Tamika Mallory is on that ass. She been on that ass ever since. I'm just saying, she been turning him up. So shout out to Tamika Mallory. I appreciate the work that you're doing. Continue to fight. Continue to fight. All these young folks that is out here protesting, that is keeping the fight alive. I appreciate you. If nobody else tell you, I will tell you. I appreciate it, because y'all are gonna make a change. Y'all are our next leaders in the world. So keep it up. If you need something, need a platform you need to come to and talk about what's going on, hit me up. We would definitely make a difference in this world. Um, but I kept y'all a little bit too long. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. I had to vent tonight, so I'm sure I'm probably gonna get the message later on, and I'm gonna just smile, say a prayer before I answer, because tonight is not the night to do it, and you might get that other Gemini coming out. So I'm just saying this, tonight is not the day to do it today. Um, but like I do with everybody else, I treat everybody the same, regardless of who you are, what you stand for. But I do want everybody to go out and vote. Go to vote.org. Make sure you can vote, whatever state you're in, and make sure you do it. It is your rights to vote. If you are a felon, find out if you can vote in your state. If you paid your dues, done your time, you're off paper. Most states give you your right to vote back. So definitely go to vote.org. Make sure you can vote. I will be back on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Um, you can always live chat with us in the chat room, and I will put the phone number up during the show, and we can um, talk about what's going on. I appreciate each and every one of you that is listening, that have listened. Tell a friend about the show. We're very uncut, raw. I try to keep it clean because I know I have a lot of people that I really do respect and love watching. So I try to keep it clean as much as I can. But other than that, check us out Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. And occasionally I do come on throughout the week. You can check us out Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Twitch. And if you have a subject you want us to speak on, please reach out to us. Um, who you with, KurtDog at mail.com. That's WHO, the letter U, WITHCURTDOG at mail.com. So until tomorrow night, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love each and every one of you. Peace.